Hi, welcome to this short video on Meeting Mapper templates. In this video, I'll be going over some of the basics of the templates. I'll show you how to create a template and give you some great information about the templates themselves and why you would use them and how you would use them. So what are Meeting Mapper templates? Templates allow the user to select a template for the type of meeting they are having with a customer or prospect. Meaning, if I'm having a meeting with a lead, it's different than I'm having a meeting with a customer because I'm trying to gather different information. I'm trying to maybe see if this is a prospect can become an account or an opportunity. So that's really what these templates allow you to do, is have different types of meetings and different types of scenarios and different types of customers, different types of regions and such. So there is no limit to the number of templates that can be created. You can have as many templates created for meetings as you need. I would keep them down to a minimum, just easier selecting, the different types of templates. Templates can be created for different types of Salesforce objects. For accounts, campaigns, cases, contacts, leads, and opportunities. Each of these can have different type of templates linked to them. And I'll show you why you can link them to different types of objects for the information that you want to be able to gather. So now let's just jump into a demonstration. As you can see, I'm in Classic. Again, I like using Classic to be able to do some fundamental setups and configuration within Salesforce. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the plus sign here. Again, but we are Lightning ready in Salesforce, and you can use this definitely in Lightning. I'm going to click on Meeting Mapper Templates. And you can see right now that I have a bunch of templates that I've already created. You can clone a template if you like one and be able to reuse some of the information that you have. But I'm going to create one from scratch, show you how to create one all the way through. So I click on New, and I'm going to give it a name. And I'm just going to give it a prefix. What the prefix allow you to do is, if you want to search inside of Salesforce how many times has this template been used, you'd be able to do that based on the prefix. I just give it a name. Here I can give it a goal of the meeting. A call plan allows me to create a script for somebody to be able to call and have just go through and discuss everything. I can put questions in here. I can put a lot of different information. If there's nothing populated here, it will not show up in the meeting unless you click on a little question mark button. So that's what a call plan is for. Internal notes allow me to put any information that I want to provide the user. For example, questions to ask, maybe links to some videos or other types of information. So that's what internal notes are for. Also, they're used for the user to take notes that they don't want the customer to see. And that's what internal notes are for. I have active. If you create a template and you do not collect active, that template is not available to the users. You create a template, you want your users to use it. They call up, hey, I can't find the template. Then make sure that A, it's checked active. And when I get down here to related objects, make sure they're in the same object. So if they're looking for a template linked to an account, make sure that they're in the account object to start their meeting from, or the opportunity lead, and so on. So right now I'm not going to choose active. Is mobile template. This works with our Meeting Mapper mobile app for the iPad, that when you do a meeting, you can sync it right into Salesforce from the iPad. Is instant meeting. That means there's a different way to start a meeting. I can go ahead and click on instant meeting, and it launches me right into the meeting interface. It doesn't take me through the setup of the time, the date, or any of the GoToMeeting or any other type of information I want to put in the meeting itself. Also, is mobile. You can only have one mobile template per object. I can only have one mobile template for an account object, opportunity, and such. I'm going to make this an instant meeting, and I want to make it mobile. I'm going to link this to an opportunity. What this does, so when I want to update different fields it will make sure that I'm pulling those fields from the opportunity object, whether they're custom or standard Salesforce fields. Again, you can click it and link to any of the different objects, or no object if you wish. So here you'll see that here are all my buttons, and we do have some default settings that go into a template when you create it initially. I can go ahead and I can click on these buttons, and what a button is allows users to do certain things in the meeting or view information, for example. So Account Mapper, if I checked it, it would allow the user to go into the account plan for the account this opportunity is linked to, if I've created one. Actionable Intelligence, this allows me, I'm going to check it. This is very powerful. This allows you to gather some very good structured data, the pain points, weaknesses, strengths, competitors, obstacles, objections. It's all structured data based on the drop down. So this is some great information that you can gather. Action plan. This is an action plan for the opportunity. This comes from the plan and what must get accomplished to be successful inside of this opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and click that. Add attendee allows you to add either users from your organization or from the customer contacts, even from this account or other accounts. For example, you want to bring a partner in, you can add them to this meeting as long as they have a contact record inside of Salesforce. After actions review, this is used mainly if you've had a opportunity, it's closed, let's say you won it, you get your team together, maybe the customer, and you have an after actions or a post-mortem on the opportunity, so you can gather this rich information to be able to utilize it throughout your organization for QBRs and such. Attachments allow you to add an attachment to the meeting. Back will take you back into the report or the account or opportunity. Export report allows you to export the meeting notes, either public or private, depending upon who you want to send the notes to. Individual takeaway, let's say you're in a meeting and you go through all your meeting attendees, you go, hey, what is important to you? And Bob says, well, this is important to me, pricing and ease of deployment and such. So that's his takeaway from this meeting. You can do for each of the individuals. And when you go back and you're circling back with everybody when you want to end the meeting, go, hey, did I meet your objective? Did I meet your takeaway? Yes or no? And I can put notes about that. If you didn't, next time you have a meeting with this person, that individual takeaway will carry forward. Meeting insights. This allows you to almost get like a real-time survey of what resonated in the meeting and what didn't, from a product perspective, messaging, a new roadmap feature. We call it what's hot and what's not, and we do feed a dashboard with this information. Notes allow you to take both public and internal notes in the meeting. Rich text. Opportunity mapper. If I had an opportunity plan created for this opportunity, I can go in and look at the plan while I'm in the meeting. Political map is basically the org map. I can go ahead and create an org map for the opportunity, for the stance and role of the people that are inside or participating in this opportunity. Related opportunity, this allows me, let's say that I go to a customer and I have maybe 3 or 4 opportunities that I'm working. This meeting is related to opportunity number 1. We get done with that meeting and we start talking about opportunity number 2 or 3 or whatever. I then can add that opportunity to this meeting and update fields in that opportunity from this meeting. So now I can update multiple opportunities from a single meeting. There's no limit on the number of opportunities you can update. It's based on how many you have inside of the opportunity. Save, of course, allows me to save the meeting. Send invites allows me to send calendar invites right from Meeting Mapper to the participants of the meeting. I can send a little note in there. I can also send an agenda and an attachment with the meeting. I can schedule a new meeting from here if I want to schedule it. Hey, let's schedule another meeting. I can do that while I'm in the meeting. Score the meeting. This is basically how I want to score the meeting. If it was a good, bad, 100, 90, whatever. Sync events allows me to bring over events that have not been completed from the last meeting task, for example. Either the first or the second meeting, 2 meetings back. Tasks allow me to create tasks and assign them to individuals in the meeting. For example, I'm in a meeting and someone says, hey, can you send me some pricing? Fantastic. I can create a task right then, either to me or somebody that needs to send that pricing, and it becomes a task in Salesforce. Table allows me to add a table to the meeting interface, oval, square, a cloud, no table. It's just kind of a preference. So I'm going to go ahead and choose save here. So now I start building out, some of the basics of my template. I could create a meeting from this if I need to. As you can see, I already have a mobile template for an opportunity. So I'm going to have to go ahead and uncheck that. Remember, you can only have one mobile template per object. You can have multiple instant meetings. So because I chose opportunity as my object to link this meeting template to, I can now go ahead and click on some things right here so I can update them in the meeting. There's no sense in me going back into the opportunity to update. Maybe I want to update the stage, the amount, the close date, the type, the next steps, right? There's some information that either I can update or do I want to view. And this is what I want to be able to update in this meeting. And if I chose that related opportunities, if I selected another opportunity to update, these are the fields that I could update for that other opportunity. I'll go ahead and save it and close this window. So now I'm going to go down. Here I can add objectives for the meeting. So I get in here and put, right, that's an objective of the meeting. I can have as many objectives as I want for a meeting, and I can also add objectives while I'm in the meeting. Make sure your objectives align with the overall objective or the goal of the meeting. Here are my meeting insights. Again, what's resonated. We'll cover those more in a more detailed or more information about Meeting Mapper. Meeting Mapper is very, very powerful. I'm just showing you very little of what it can do to be able to help your organization gather sales intelligence and really understand your customers better and understand how your products and how you're selling inside of customers. Prerequisites. This allows me to add a prerequisite. So when I choose this template, I can say, well, what do I want to do as a prerequisite? I want to verify maybe, and I'm going to go into Ring King or Hoovers or LinkedIn. I'm going to go into Ring King, and I want to make sure that maybe I want to verify they have a project in Ring King. So when I create this meeting, I will get an email with these prerequisites to make sure that I can, I do them before I have a meeting. So I have a great meeting. I want to make sure I have the right demo environment. I want to make sure I have the right PowerPoint information like this. Other things I can do, I can create follow-up items. So for example, once a meeting has been completed, based on requirements that I have or I want to do, I want to send a thank you email. I just want to send, how long. I want to do it 3 days after the meeting is completed. I want to hit send email because now I want to get an email allowing me to know, and this creates a task inside of Salesforce. I have as many follow-up items and different variations as I need. We also talked about the after actions. That's what this is right here. I can, for example, put a question, and then as I'm talking to the team or the customer, I can go ahead and, so how would we do? And I'd be able to answer, the feedback from the customer. That's really all there is to creating a template. So again, I've created a template, but again, it's not available to my users because I have not clicked the active. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to click on the active button and save it. Because the templates allow you to do a phased deployment Meeting Mapper and Strategy Mapper. Let's say that down the road, week or two or a month or whatever, I want to be able to add functions or buttons or things I want the user to do. All you have to do is go back in here and add the different buttons that you want or remove. All the templates or all the meetings using this template will be updated automatically. So now I'm able to do different things with this template. For example, I want to be able to look at the account plan for this, or maybe I want to be able to do an after actions review. So it's very, very powerful in allowing you to do different things with the meeting. That's the power of these templates. Again, you can have as many as you need per object. And again, they're very powerful and allow you to do a very phased approach or deployment of Strategy Mapper and Meeting Mapper. Well, I hope this video was informative. Please contact us at pointandtime.com. Thank you and have a great day.